Do you need the mic stand?
No.
All right, I'm going to move this out of the way. You guys have your hands ready for some clapping? All right. Megan is unclear about texting etiquette. Wears size 8 shoes and one day evolved into a human art supply. Give it up for Megan.
Okay, I want to give you guys an emotional vaccination. It's kind of like when you bring an umbrella somewhere, then that way it won't rain. Okay? This is something that's taken me about 8 years or 9 years to find a sense of humor about. And this is what we're going to talk about is a little something called understanding bedbugs. Okay, I hear it. Well, guess what? I had them, and it can happen to you. It can happen to anyone, and if you don't think it can happen to you, you are cocky, and that's called hubris, and you will be paid back. Okay, now, a bedbug is a parasite. It is unlike any other parasite you know. It does not drink water. It does not drink food. It only drinks blood. That's it. It doesn't need a house. Well, anyway, we'll get into that. It's a terrible thing. It is not a punishment from God. Bedbugs have no moral judgment. They don't know if you lie too much. They don't know if you're pursuing the wrong career. They have no feelings about you. Maybe God does, but he doesn't express it through bedbugs. Okay. You get them because they are either in the house where you are, you brought them in accidentally, or they snuck in on your luggage. That's why you have bedbugs, okay? Great, we're clear about that. Now, what they're looking for is, all they need is a human being that emits heat and breathes out. So that's basically just a person who is alive. They prefer it if you have no hair on you because they have to crouch and hair gets in the way. So you need to know this word. It's called a blood meal. That's what they have. Every time they eat, it is a blood meal. And they need this for everything. They need it to reproduce. They need it to shed their skin and morph into the next disgusting version of themselves, which is called like a nymph. Anyway, and this is how they eat. When you go to sleep, they come out, they slip their beak into you, you kind of turn, and then they move, and they bite again, then you kind of go, and then they bite the third time, and then they're filled with their blood. And that's called a breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's always in triplicate. And now you might get cocky and think, because the bites don't show up right away. So you might think, no, I don't have bedbugs because I'm not a pig because you're arrogant. And then 3 days later, you'll think, holy shit, what are these 3 bites all over my body? That's because you had bedbugs. Great. Now, you think maybe you can leave your house or something. Nice try. Bedbugs can live without a meal for up to 5 months to a year. The internet's arguing about it. But you can't escape them. You have to deal with them. And that's an adult bedbug that we're talking about. Now, where do they live? Well, bedbugs like to have things touch both sides of their body. So they don't live on you, they hide. They hide in like the joints of your bed. They can hide inside outlets. They can hide inside cracks. I found some in an IKEA bag. Horrible, nightmare, sobbing. Now, this is what they're like. So that is in the seam of a mattress. You have to pull back that seam, then you'll find them. That's a female bedbug that just ate, filled with blood, and those are the nymphs. I know, it's disgusting. Imagine if that happened to fucking you. Okay, now this is the lifestyle of a bedbug, right? The life cycle. We start with eggs, they shed their body. See, that's a scab inside there. And then they go. Now, what we're mainly scared of is the adult, because the adults can have sex and they can lay eggs, and this is how they infest you. This is how they have sex. A female bedbug does not have a vagina. What happens is called traumatic insemination. The male stabs her abdomen because they're from Satan, and that's what love is if you're a bedbug. Now, the female bedbugs hate us so much, they run away and lay eggs, spreading everywhere. And now eggs can wait for 16 months before they hatch. And they wait until they can feel that heat and sense a person. It's terrible. They are your true enemy, because you can't just spray them and get rid of them. Now, how do we annihilate them? If you're loaded, you can tent your house, you can fill it with heat. But that's probably not going to happen if you live in an apartment, right? If you just bring them in. So what'll happen with you is someone will come in and spray. What's going to happen is you're going to flip out and contemplate suicide. They're going to come in and spray your house like they're spraying for roaches. And now this will hopefully kill the adults, right? And what you want the bedbugs to do is cross the poison. This is the poison. But they need bait. Guess what the bait is? It's fucking you. So you gotta stay there and you wanna get the eggs to hatch. So this is gonna be usually 6 weeks. You will be crazy for 1 year. You will lose your sense of humor about this for 9. But see, this is the bedbug crossing poison. Now, this is the main thing. This will kill eggs, any bedbug in any life stage. If you bring something to 120 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 minutes. So that means anything you can stick in a dryer, put it in there for like an hour, maybe 2 hours if you're paranoid, 3 if you're really sick. But remember, if you don't have this problem, it is more hard to have the problem than just worry about it. So if you don't have it, you can greet someone with bedbugs and know to yourself, I'm fine. That's it.